MXTV is proudly brought to you by Insuremyride, great bike insurance cover at an affordable price. And Moto, quality oils for more than 150 years.
I'm Lee Hogan and welcome to a brand new season of MXTV for 2013. Joining me once again, Brendan Bell. Belly, welcome.
Thanks very much, mate. I am super pumped for this year, mate. We've got 13 weeks of consecutive MXTV action happening, mate, and tonight's show is absolutely no exception, isn't it?
That's for sure. It's going to be a cracker. On tonight's show, we head back to the USA, catching up with all the stars in the first interview with German sensation and KTM star Ken Roczen. We'll show you all the action from the Hatta race this year. MXTV gets a new project bike for 2013. We check out how easy it is to race at the Australian Off-Road Championships. Product reviews are back and we check out an old favourite, the DRZ-400. Yep, the first show is going to be a huge one, Belly. But first up on tonight's show, you caught up with factory KTM superstar Ken Roczen at the Lake Elsinore round of the AMA Nationals. Let's hear what he had to say.
With me now is KTM Lights rider Ken Roczen. Ken, welcome to MXTV.
Yeah, how's it going?
Very good, mate. Now, tell us in your words how the season's gone.
The season has actually been going pretty good. I got my first West Coast Lights title, and super happy about that. Of course, it was a close one, but had to make it exciting for the fans. But no, overall, the outdoor season has been pretty good. I've been struggling for the last few races a little bit, and I actually lost the championship. But other than that, I think I've been doing all right.
You had a real tough one at Spring Creek, had a big crash there. Do you think that set you back a little bit there?
It kind of just threw me off the rhythm a little bit, I would say. You know, since then we've been struggling a little bit with the suspension. You know, we're trying to get better. We're putting in a lot of work to change things. But overall, you know, I'm just, this is the last race. I'm going to do everything I can, you know, to come out on top, at least at this race.
Kenny, mate, 450s next year. Are you excited and are you ready?
I totally am. I really like the 450. For me, I think it suits my style a little bit better. I like to ride it smooth, and I like a lot of power, so I think it's going to be a good one.
Now, mate, coming up to an end of the season, have a little bit of a break. What are you going to do on your break?
On my break, I'm not going to have too much break, but I'm going to go back to Germany for a couple of weeks because we have the Motocross of Nations there too. And once I'm back here, you know, hopefully to get some time surfing in, and other than that, just back to work.
So you like surfing, do you?
Yeah, I do. Really like it.
You need to come down to Australia, mate. We've got some great surf beaches.
I know. I need to come for sure. I've never been to Australia. I really want to go.
How often do you get on the surfboard?
Actually, I haven't been in like more than a month now, but before I almost went every week for 1 or 2 times.
Really? Is that because you live here in California?
Yeah, I think so. I guess. I mean, Germans don't surf usually.
Now, mate, back to the 450s. What's it going to take to beat RV and the rest of the guys? Because it's a pretty big field in the 450s.
The 450 season is going to be a long season. You know, we have a lot more races to ride, and I think it's important to have your body 100% and just keep it there the whole year. You know, not be peaking at one point and then going down and peaking again. So I think you just need to keep it steady and consistent.
What do you do with your training? A lot of guys have their own personal trainers. How do you go about training weekly?
Just doing my thing, you know. I mean, I don't think anybody would go out there and tell you exactly what they're doing, but I still try to enjoy life. Take surfing as training, for example, because, you know, you paddle out there, you have fun, and, you know, it's good for balance and stuff. So I do a lot of fun things.
Kenny, look, thank you very much for joining us and all the best for next year.
Thank you very much.
Well, I don't know how you do it, Belly, but you always seem to get all the cool interviews.
I tell you, mate, starting to become a local over there in the USA. Everyone's starting to know who we are, which is a good thing. And we must thank Ken Roczen for his time too. It was fantastic.
Absolutely. We'll keep watching because later on in the series there's going to be plenty more action from the United States where my good friend here, Belly, managed to fly over without me and have an awesome time. Speaking of the series, this year we've got a brand new project bike. It's the 2014 Kawasaki KX85. Let's take a look.
Well, we're down here at Hands On Kawasaki in Lilydale, picking up the brand new MXTV project bike for 2013.
Oh, Bally, it looks awesome.
It's unbelievable. It's a KX250F 2014 model. Now, Macca, over the coming weeks, we're going to put some real bling on this bike and make it look even better than it is.
Oh, mate, I can't wait.
I know. Now, I'm not going to bore you with all the changes from the 2013 to the 14. We're going to do a review on this in the next couple of weeks, so make sure you keep watching.
So, Bally, does that mean I get to ride it?
Not yet, Macca. Not just yet, mate. We want to insure this bike, so that's your job. Get out there and insure it.
Okay, make you a deal, Bally. I'll go and insure it, you fill her up, and I'll be back in a sec.
Nobody ever wants their ride stolen, or worse still, to have an accident. So it's quick and easy to get the right cover for your bike. Just go to insuremyride.com.au. Just keep an eye out for the little dude. You'll spot him everywhere. Insuremyride offers insurance for road bikes, dirt bikes, and even scooters. Importantly, Insuremyride is a bike insurance built from the ground up for riders, and that's all they do. So they know what it's like on the bike and what we want when it comes to bike insurance. Now, Insuremyride offers 3 types of cover: comprehensive insurance, theft insurance, and third party. That covers you when your bike causes damage to someone else's property. They even offer cover for your riding gear like your leathers, boots and helmets, and personal valuables if you need it. I reckon Insuremyride have got to be one of the best deals out there when it comes to bike insurance. You'd be mad not to check them out.
Well, look at that. Insuremyride are the cheapest and the best. Now, they've insured my ride, so I've got to get a helmet and find Bally. Bally, where are you? Bally?
MXTV is proudly supported by KTM, Alpine Stars, Kawasaki, and Pirelli.
This year on MXTV, you get a chance to win a Milwaukee prize pack every week. The prize pack comes with an M12 cordless heated jacket with 5 carbon fibre heating elements which actively warms the body's core areas and pockets. A job site radio that powers from either an M12 battery or a 240 volt main supply. A LED light that has a magnetic back for hands-free use. And last but not least is the PowerPort, a convenient charger for all your mobile equipment. And all you have to do is go to the MXTV Facebook page, like and share us, and you're in with a chance to win the fantastic prize pack from our good friends at Milwaukee.
Welcome back to MXTV. Well, this year we went and visited one of Australia's biggest desert races, the Hatta Desert Race near Mildura in Victoria. Let's go check it out.
The event has grown in stature over the last few years. This year we've had 612 entrants. Friday night we have our sign-on and scrutineering. That's held in the city heart of Mildura. It's like a meet and greet for all the stars.
The Hatta Desert Race is probably my favourite event of the year. It's the event I look forward to most each year. Coming in Friday night, seeing everybody around, doing a quick prologue Saturday and then the 4 hours on Sunday. Nothing really beats this event.
9 o'clock is the rider briefing. We line up all of the senior riders. We start about 380 of them all at once. So it's sensational to watch the start of Hatta.
I qualified first yesterday, so I don't know, the plan for the race is just to try and get out and try and gap a little bit and then hopefully can end up on the box. I heard that the guys go pretty fast at the start and take off. You know, I'm sort of not that kind of rider. I kind of like to cruise for a couple of laps and get settled in. 4 hours is a long time. You can lose 20 seconds a lap in the first few laps, but you can gain like a minute to 2 minutes on a rider, you know, in the last hour when everyone's struggling.
It's just a local race for me and I just enjoy it. As funny as it sounds, 4 hours of riding in sandy deep whoops and getting punished, I like it. It's challenging.
Oh, look, the Hatta's just special, man. It's hard to put your finger on actually what's the main part about coming here, but just there's so many people, really relaxed atmosphere. And a lot of people come here just for a ride around in the bush with their mates, except maybe the top 10, you know, they're here to kill each other, but everybody else is here for a good time.
And that's what Hatta's all about. With Hatta, we cater for juniors, we cater for the ladies' classes, then we cater for the professional riders and our weekend punters, which is the most important part.
For the average punter, this is one of those races you want to do at least once in your life. I'm not the quickest guy in the world. I qualified 303rd yesterday out of 359 riders.
There's a section over the back here where the berms are like about 1 metre high and you just rail from one to the other, and that's what we come here for, the ride. It is sensational. It sucks you in and always gets you back next year. Loved it.
It's a bit of a love-hate relationship, I think. You'll get the worst arm pump, you'll get the worst blisters you've probably ever had in your life, and once you've done your 5, 6 or 7 laps, then you hate the track, but they seem to always come back.
Came on a bit of a charge and tried to get up as far as I can, so I ended up in 3rd place. I was pretty happy.
It just feels good to be able to, you know, be up there in the factory teams and be back to where I know I can be.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. It's been a goal for a long time.
Yeah, the Hatta's a great event, not just for the pros, but for anybody that's willing to give it a go. Now, speaking about off-road racing, what about the Australian Off-Road Championships? That caters for the novice as well. And if you want to get out and have 2 fun full days of riding that's hassle-free, check out this segment.
We're at a place called Headley in Victoria, which is down near Bass Strait, near Foster and probably Wilson's Prom. It is the top Australian off-road riders competing in a championship, takes us over most of Australia to race against each other in Victoria, New South Wales, Queensland and South Australia to determine our best off-road riders.
Since the inception of the AORC, manufacturers have gotten really involved. It's helped build a lot of rider profiles and also given the juniors a big opportunity, and the depth of Australian enduro riders is growing and getting stronger and stronger. So I see it as a big part of why enduro in Australia has grown.
I think it's a fantastic way to enjoy the aspects of riding a motorcycle. As far as a sport that is purest of riding bikes and getting out in the country and without any pressure, it's just got the good fun aspect to the sport. And the way the clubs get together and design the tracks and make them, they do it in a way that caters for everybody.
The beauty of these things is there's a lot of classes and you can just get out there and you can have fun racing a guy down the mid-pack or down the back or up the front. You know, there's all sorts of people having a go and you don't have to have the latest model bike, so it's just a matter of coming out and having some fun and trying your pace against a few other guys.
There's all different tracks, different terrain. It's not just one type of surface, you're riding all different surfaces. In a sprint series you get like a 10-minute lap and you do about 7 or 8 of them per day, so you get plenty of riding. And then in an enduro event, you get 7 hours a day of riding, so there's plenty of riding. We also have the cross countries. They're about 2 hours for a clubman class, and pretty much after that, the boys don't want to ride anymore that day.
It's very much a family atmosphere here at Off-Road. Everybody helps everyone. Top riders help younger riders. The junior riders can approach quite comfortably the senior riders and the best riders in the country.
And you can sit down and have a yarn, and it's a good bit of fun, you know. Everybody's out here having fun, and that's what I sort of like about it, you know.
I always love chewing ears off, having a chat. But, you know, racing. I love racing, and that's what we come here to do, and, you know, do it as a job. So my job is to try win, and, you know, we might be having fun off the track, but as soon as we put helmets on, it's, yeah, all serious.
That's good, I really enjoy it. I think it really shows who the best off-road rider is at the end of the year with all the different disciplines.
It's good, it's really good. I mean, it varies a little bit. It's always there. Everybody's friendly in this sport, so that's the big plus. A lot of people come from other facets and like it.
For anyone wanting to race in the Aussie Off-Road Championship, I'd say give it a go. You know, they've got classes for everyone, novice through to pro guys, so there's a class for everyone to ride, and it's a lot of fun. It's not too expensive, and you get to ride with some of the best guys in the country.
I'm Cade Mosick. This is the all-new 2014 Kawasaki KX85. Riders like Ryan Villapoto and Jay Marmont are winning championships all around the world on the KX450. Now it's time to share some of that championship winning love with this all-new KX85. First and foremost, the new 85 has more power. How much more power? Try more horsepower throughout the entire rev range, including 20% more power at peak RPM. This is achieved through a heap of engine upgrades, including a new cylinder head, updated exhaust valve, larger radiator, and a new single ring piston for reduced friction and improved response. The new 36mm front fork features revised valve construction that delivers improved dampening and greater bottoming resistance. And the fork bottom cases are shorter, resulting in greater clearance in ruts. Rear suspension is new too, with a revised compression dampening mechanism. Like the bigger KXs, it's all adjustable too, with 20-way compression dampening up front and fully adjustable spring preload up the back, with 24-way compression and 21-way rebound dampening adjustments. The suspension isn't all that adjusts. Like the bigger KXs, there are now 6 different adjustments for the new bend handlebars that will make the 85 comfortable for more riders. The KX85 is still available in the small and big wheel option, making it accessible to a large range of riders. This one we're looking at today is the big wheel. The brakes are new too. The new pedal disc front and rear, like the larger KXs, contribute to stronger braking performance. We keep likening the new KX85 to the bigger KXs because it really is cut from the same DNA as the championship winning KX450. Let's take a look at some of the similarities. Quite simply, Kawasaki has built the new 2014 KX85 to be a true and legitimate junior championship winner. See the new KX85 at your nearest Kawasaki dealership.
MXTV is proudly supported by Suzuki, Bell Helmets, Yamaha, and SKF.
Welcome back to MXTV, thanks to Insuremyride.com.au. Now let's go take a look at the first product review for the year.
F1 Moto is an online retail store selling motorbike, ATV and PWC parts and accessories. They specialise in engine parts and performance products. F1 Moto not only imports from Australia, but also directly import a number of product lines from Europe and America. They offer a large range of products, making it easy for you to order through their website or by phone. F1 Moto is not just an online store. They have articles and videos on how to install products, what can cause failures, and how to fix problems. You can purchase engine rebuild kits that are made up of the basic components required to rebuild your complete engine. F1 Moto sell VHM cylinder heads. VHM are the leading aftermarket two-stroke head with removable inserts that make adjusting squish easy and have additional cooling that adds engine wear and performance. Their distinctive gold anodized finish is seen on race bikes around the world. F1 Moto chain and sprocket kits use RHK and Tolan for quality and performance. Kits are available in MX chains, O-ring chains or X-ring chains. Whether you're looking for general service, rebuild parts or increased performance, F1 Moto is the website for you. F1 Moto offers free shipping within Australia and the staff are available by phone to answer any questions you may have. So check them out at f1moto.com.au or call on 02 4681 9958.
Make sure you check out F1 Moto for all of your parts and accessories. Well, it's time for our first bike review of the season, and we're going to check out a trusty old favourite, the Suzuki DRZ-400. Well, let's take a look and see what Belly thought of this thing.
Well, for the first bike review of the year, we're going to have a look at the good old Suzuki DRZ-400E. Now before I go for a ride, let me tell you about some of the features on it. It's a liquid-cooled dual overhead cam 4-valve engine. The Suzuki say produces a broad tractable power and torque. The Suzuki composite electrochemical material plated aluminium cylinder is for durability, weight reduction and superior heat transfer. The flat slide carby is for seamless, smooth engine power delivery. The digitally mapped DC CDI system monitors throttle positions, engine RPM and adjusts ignition timing to maintain efficient combustion. It also has a rider-friendly electric starter. An automatic decompression system lists one exhaust valve for easy starting. They have powerful 250mm front disc brakes with dual piston caliper and a 220mm rear disc brake with single piston caliper. The suspension has a long travel 49mm Stiction tube front fork and progressive linkage rear suspension system that are both multi-adjustable. It also comes with an aluminium alloy engine guard plate that protects the bottom of the engine. The air filter can be accessed with ease by unclipping the side cover. With easy-to-read multi-function digital instrument, which includes a speedometer, dual trip meters with both addition and subtraction functions, a clock and a stopwatch. Well, that's all the functions from the spec sheet of the DRZ-400E. It's time to go out and have a ride on it and see what I think of it. Well, there's a lot of enduro bikes out there that hype themselves up to be a lot more than what they are. Not the DRZ-400E, this is what it is. It's a fantastic bike for learners, older guys that are out there that want to get back on the trail bike riding path, and people that just want to go for a ride around in the bush. It's certainly not a bike that you're going to take racing. It's not a bike that you're going to ride through Singer Trail and really throw it around. Power's incredibly mellow. You know, if you really crack the throttle open, yeah, there is a little bit of power there, but it's not going to bite you, and the suspension isn't going to bite you either. The only thing that's changed on this is the tyres. They've put a pair of Pirelli Scorpion mid-soft tyres on them, and I really like those tyres. They work well on any bike you put them on, and it has made a big difference to this bike. The things I really like about the DRZ-400E, rock solid. This thing doesn't need the servicing that some of those high-end enduro bikes need, so it's very easy. Change the oil and it'll last forever and a day. The piston's not going to wear and the piston rings aren't going to wear as quick, so that's a plus in my book. The seat's real comfortable. The ergonomics for somebody my size is very comfortable to be able to just sit down and plod along. It's a really good bike for that. What's some of the things that I think will improve this bike in my eyes is it doesn't have handguards. It's a little thing, but it does mean a lot when you're riding in the bush, you know, trees hitting your hands, and also riding on the roads and the file trail roads. Once it gets a bit cold, that wind deflection does keep your hands a little bit warmer. Now, would I put one of these things in my garage? You betcha. Within the next 5 years' time, I've got to be a grandpa riding around on one of these. They really are easy to ride. Push button start, away you go. Very plush suspension, very easy to ride. For me, easy to the ground, it's low to the ground. I think this bike is absolutely perfect for somebody that's a novice to intermediate rider, wants a little bit more power for the fire trails, maybe wants to ride it on the road every now and again. I had a great time on this bike today, so I thought it was a good thumbs up. To sum up the DRZ-400E, it's great value for money. It's unbelievable on the trail, so comfortable and so easy for someone like myself to ride, and it's absolutely bulletproof. This thing will last forever.
For all your motorcycle insurance needs, contact Insuremyride at insuremyride.com.au. Comprehensive motorbike insurance from less than $1 a day.
Well, Lee, the DRZ-400E is a proven winner, mate. It's been around for a very long time, and it's a great bike for the novice or the older trail bike rider out there, but it's got plenty of power if you really want to open it up.
You definitely fit into that category, Belly.
Yeah, opening it up flat out,
No, I was thinking of the older rider category. Guys, don't forget to get onto our Facebook page. Click like if you want to go in with a chance to win this fantastic prize pack from Milwaukee Power Tools.
Definitely, and don't forget our Instagram page as well. check it out. We've got some great photos on there. You might even see one of Lee out there.
Well, that just about does it for our first episode back for 2013. It's just been a massive one.
Oh, it's been awesome, Lee. It's been a great time. Good to be back. I can't believe a year's gone that quick.
It is absolutely flown, but we are back and well into the swing of things. Thanks for joining us. Until next week, make sure, hold it on.
That's a job well done. Let's do it. KTM champion lights rider. Let me do that again.
I was so fast, I think I was going backwards. I think that's going to be probably my highlight of the weekend.
MXTV is proudly brought to you by Insuremyride, great bike insurance cover at an affordable price. And Moto, quality oils for more than 150 years.